Posted a video earlier on my Hobo stove. I really didn't explain anything to it. Have a base right here with some stands welded, and we have, of course, we have the holes here for air to enter in. Now this right here has been called different things. I refer that myself to what I call a port. So here is one port, and if you come over here on the other side, there's another port. So I'm going to come over here and show you why I've got two ports on here and not just one. And here is a crude drawing. You see over here is one port. Here's another port. Up here for the pot holders, they're welding rods with the flux chipped off. Okay. You see down here is the base. Like I said, it's a crude drawing, so you're not really going to get much out of it. But basically, from what I have seen in most videos, you cram your wood in there, then from this side you light it. There's with one port, and I find that very unsatisfactory. Okay. Because what I use is cotton balls soaked in petroleum jelly. Now this is what I do. In one of these ports from above, I will load my twigs or my kindling, and on top of that, I'll add a little bit bigger stuff. Okay. Now over here, we have what's known as a lean-to effect. Here, I take my cotton balls that is loaded with Vaseline. Now, you light this up, and what happens is the flames are not sitting on the wood where they're not doing any good, but the flames pass up through the wood, and that wood will burn like there's no tomorrow. Now, here's the kicker. If you need to add more wood, okay, you don't have to worry about adding wood from here and having it stick outside. No, you don't have to worry about that. What you do, rather, is if you have to add wood, you go lay it from one port across the other, and it will eventually burn. There's your piece of wood right here that I laid on the port, and it actually burns. So that's basically what I call a two-port Hobo stove, and it does burn very efficiently. I have a pot that sits right down in there. I have the welding rods with its flux chipped off that sits in holes, and it's very stable. As a matter of fact, let's take a look. I think I've got it in here. Here's the base. Four holders or four supports. The weld job wasn't very good. I had to rerun some beads. At first I welded it with 7014 rod. And then I went ahead and overlaid as good as I could with 6013. But yeah, two ports, as I call them. One port here, one port there. Those pot holders go through the holes, and like I said, when you have to put more wood on there, you just feed it through here, and it rests on this port here and on this port, and it will actually catch fire because of the air coming through there. So that's all I wanted to say. It's a modification that works. You can try it. I noticed that a lot of people on YouTube will go to IKEA and buy the cutlery drain and use that. They'll cut a port in it, and I noticed that they have, a lot of times they have wood that's sticking out, when all reality you can actually put wood in there and it's not sticking out. I think it's a lot safer, because what will happen is it burns to right here on this port, then it falls out. So that's my take on things. Like I said, I prefer this to an IKEA cutlery drain, just for the fact that I didn't have to pay anything for this, other than having to find the coffee can. There was a ledge in here. I cut that out with my Dremel tool, and I cut the other port out with the Dremel tool. So both these ports actually were cut out with the Dremel tool. So that's all I got to say. I'm going to get off here and post this. Y'all have a good evening.